Attention! Attention! And now we welcome to the grand trivia stage our great leader, our grand aquarium emperor, the trivia master of this age, the past age, the upcoming age, and ages unknown. Please welcome Grand Trivia Master Fluval. Oh, that was a bad noise. Sorry, Master. Let's try again. Fluval. Oh, that's not so. We must find the noise to pay tribute to all 5 dimensions you hold in your control. Yes, the fake trumpet for Fluval.
Welcome to Grand Trivia with me, Fluval, Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire, the only show where lowly human beings compete in feats of trivia. Not the only show, one of the shows where lowly human beings compete in feats of trivia, crafted by me, Fluval, Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire. And I need to clarify something right now before I introduce intern Cheryl. It is me in the comments. HordeJedi saying, how do we know it's Fluval? It is I, Fluval, Grand Trivia. Yes, exactly. Do not anger me, says Jas Vance in Montgomery, the wisest among you. Anyway, with me is intern Charlene, who needs to get the heck out of my light.
I'm so sorry, Fluval. Hi, I'm intern Kristie. Hi.
Thank you, intern Calliope, and welcome to Grand Trivia. Why don't you explain what Grand Trivia is, intern Bethany?
Kristie, hi, I'm intern Kristie.
Hi.
Welcome to Grand Trivia, the only show in any dimension where you face us in feats of trivia.
Feats of
for
trivia.
The fate of a world.
Of a world, indeed.
It's all for your listening pleasure and seeing pleasure and feeling pleasure. If you can, really feel the souls leave their bodies. I know that some, different dimensional beings can feel that. You can feel that, can't you, Fluval?
I can definitely feel it.
Hi, Alice. Hi, Stephen Premel and Lindsay Premel and HordeJedi and Jas Vance. Hello.
Intern Allie Kirsty, your makeup is amazing today.
Thank you so much.
Jas Vance in Montgomery says fifth dimensional makeup is so impressive to their meek mind, which I mean, thank you. I do put on quite a bit of makeup before the show. I truly don't try to step into my light.
I'm so sorry, Fluval.
HordeJedi says you rule, and intern Charlotte's makeup is fly as a hell, according to Lindsay Premel.
Thank you so much. As I was doing it, I was like, wow, you can really tell that I made out with a juggalo.
Also, HordeJedi, my name is Fluval, not Kristie. I'm glad you appreciate my looks. Such as my stylish hat, of course. I mean, look at this hat. I look so stylish.
So stylish. I picked it out. I picked out that hat. It's so stylish. It's so working.
I don't know how you could forget the hat. I am pretty frequently thinking about the hat as I'm thinking about everything. I have an extra glow this week. Thank you, 1BBBBR.
Since we gave him back his access to, the communiques.
Does the hat only exist when I think about it?
Yes.
The hat is realer than you are, Stephen Premel. The hat is realer than any third-dimensional being. The hat is always here and always gone at once. The hat is really like a little universe all of its own.
It really is. It causes a lot of gravitational distortions whenever it appears and disappears, a lot.
Whoa is the appropriate reaction to my majesty, HordeJedi. Whoa. Schrodinger's hat, exactly one BBBR.
Precisely. It took a while to get Schrodinger really shoved up in there.
I'm glad you get it, Preble. I'm glad you get it. It's nice to have someone in the audience who's an it-getter who gets it, you know?
Yeah. God.
So many can't get my God-given wisdom.
Right? Oh my God. Like, no one. But everyone recognizes Fluval. Of course, everyone recognizes Fluval and Fluval's wisdom and listen to Fluval. But can you imagine if, nobody recognized how great Fluval was?
I truly can't.
Can you imagine?
You know, I can imagine many things, but not that. But I want to highlight Alice Forever Cemetery's comment. Intern Cauliflower's mouth looks like a pyramid opening to consume me, and I'm into it.
How did you guess? This is also for our new show, 25,000 Casualty Pyramid.
Absolutely.
Yes, it's fantastic. It's so exciting. We did this whole, Egypt theme with it. Very cool.
But
Lots
you
of
know what else is
casualties.
pretty cool?
What?
This week's trivia. And if you go to Kahoot.it or use the Kahoot app and enter room code 7236427, you can compete in feats of trivia. That was my impression of my theme song.
Good job, Fluval.
Thank you.
Oh my
I don't need the
God,
false
Fluval.
trumpet when I'm performing. Stephen Premmel can't wait for 25,000 Catastrophe, which I assume, which is, of course, the spin-off show where all the studio cats consume a living being.
Yes.
Holly Goody is here. Hello, Holly Goody, the
Welcome,
first
Holly
player to
Goody.
sign up to play Grand Trivia with me, Fluval,
Welcome.
Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire.
Congratulations on taking the fate of your world into your hands.
Welcome Alice as
deserve
well, and Stephen
Welcome,
Premmel.
Alice. Welcome, Stephen Premmel.
Who else will take the world
Just
in their
wait till you
hands?
look in our looking glass. Oh my God, you'll see the worst moments of your life. It's so exciting.
HordeJedi's here. Hi, Holly Goody. Hello.
Yeah, it's really great. We were working with the mirror princeling of the reverse verse.
Oh, the
for
mirror
that
princeling
one.
of the reverse verse, of course.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know the mirror princeling of the reverse verse, of course, the mirror princeling was one of the contestants in Mixed Multiverse on in Beauty Pageant World. When we went there, but
Yes, we went there. I won
yes, no, you definitely won.
on behalf of the Grand
Obviously, you
Aquarium
won.
Empire Network.
Like, that goes without saying. You definitely won, and no one else
No one.
can even compete. And actually, to familiarize you all with the princeling of the reverse verse.
Oh, the mirror princeling of the
The mirror
reverse
princeling of the reverse
verse.
verse.
Did they leave us a compact? Oh my God.
This is what the mirror princeling of the reverse verse looks like. And of course, in the Mixed Multiverse pageant, Bob the mirror princeling of the reverse verse's talent was psychic surgery, which is a rare talent indeed.
Yes.
Yeah, Stephen Premmel can see why they lost,
I
but
mean,
HordeJedi says they're a cutie
compared-
patootie. But they're no
compared to-
patootie compared to intern Charlene here. I mean, look at it
Yes.
look side by side.
Right? Look at this. Oh my God. Look, right here. This
Yeah.
is what sets
Yeah.
me apart. Does Bob Reverse Verse Princeling have a media network that makes the most transcendent media in the entire multiverse?
As you can clearly see, Bob does not.
No,
Bob
No.
does not at all.
they don't.
Happy Rogue says Bob pales in our light and weapons, and the weapons are a key factor in any
Yes.
beauty pageant. They don't tell you that. They make you think of that yourself, but it is true.
You won't find that in the book.
There's nothing in the rule books that says you can't, though.
Nothing in the rule books whatsoever.
That is true. The epaulets were coordinated with the mirror princeling of the reverse versus skin tone. But we have 9 people in, which I think is everyone who will be signing up for tonight's Grand Trivia. So let's get it underway, shall we?
Oh, our
Welcome your cod. Welcome 1BBBR.
Welcome, Lady Premel.
Welcome Jazz After Dark Sin. And of course, Sentient Hominid.
Welcome, Sentient Hominid.
I'm very excited for the big roster HordeJedi calls out, and specifically that Lindsay is playing tonight. Welcome, Lindsay Premel, to Grand Trivia. Here we go. Question 1 begins now in 3, 2, 1. What metonym, in this case location name, is used to refer to the UK government? Is it Wembley, Westminster, Trafalgar Square, or Westham? And of course, a metonym is when you use a word associated with something else to call it that word. Everyone aced it. It is, in fact, Westminster. It's called this because Westminster is a district in London which has been home to the permanent institutions of the English government since around 1200 CE, and of British government since around 1707 CE. I'm impressed how many of you knew that. It took Stephen Premel way too long to answer that. Lindsay Premel says the Kahoot website is slow. This is why.
Looks like you're going to have a little bit of trouble in the ratings.
Looks like it,
because
the quicker you answer, the higher you score. Did I use a British accent? I'll never tell. Kahoot is failing to pierce the dimensional veil. Look, not everyone can do that. Only the best media networks can. So let's see who
we set up a really strong firewall. It's an actual wall of fire. Just everywhere. You can't see it.
But you know, you can see the leaderboard. Let's see who's our winner so far. Oh, it's HordeJedi. Congratulations, HordeJedi. Sentient Hominid in second, Alice in third, 1BBBR in fourth, and Jazz After Dark Sin in fifth. And, of course, if you want to join late, just go to the Kahoot.it or use the Kahoot app and enter 7236427. How would I pronounce bre and bruh? Like that. You know what else I would pronounce a certain way?
What?
The fact fractal. Of course. The metaphysics behind all governments is the monopoly on state violence. Here's question 2. In the short story of the same name by noted colonialism fanboy Rudyard Kipling, what animal is Rikki Tikki Tavi? A golden retriever, a house cat, a chimpanzee, or a mongoose? Scene here is a story. There's actually a complete narrative written in each of those strokes. HordeJedi says Teddy Ruxpin taught them this.
Wow.
6 of you got it correct.
Teddy.
The answer is a mongoose. And in it, he kills a lot of snakes.
He does. He does. He protects the English family that adopted him from the terrible, terrible snakes who just want to raise their children in peace on their Fort Moore territory.
Rudyard Kipling loves loading things.
Explicitly stated in the story.
Horrible symbolism.
And yet still, the English family prevails in this heartwarming tale.
Speaking of symbolism, let's see who's in first place. Oh, it's HordeJedi holding on to the lead, but Alice is now in second, Stephen Premel in third, Lady Premel, hot on his tails, in fourth place, Sentient Hominid in fifth, and Teddy Ruxpin does not teach you about the seedy underbelly of bigotry beneath Rudyard Kipling's stories.
Yeah, those stories compiled and written by a British man about India. Who knew?
Now, speaking of stories with a lot of subtext, let's move on to question number 3. The armor-wearing bears in the His Dark Materials series are known as what? And hey, intern Charlene, do you know why the bears didn't have weapons too?
Why?
In addition to their armor, do you know why they didn't have weapons?
No. Why didn't they have weapons?
Because they already had bear arms. Bear arms. I'm so clever. And yes, it is every white guy before 2017, and
yes,
many of them after. But 3 of you got it correct. The answer is armored bears. And here's another Fluval's fact fractal for you right now. The armored bears are also known as Panzerbjorn. Panzerbjorn is Norwegian and Danish for armored bear. Bjorn is cognate with the Old English Bjorn, which also means bear. And Stephen Premmel just learned that their first tattoo is the bears who killed God. Let's see who else is killing God by taking first place on our leaderboard. HordeJedi is still in the lead, but Stephen Premmel rised up into second place. Lady Premmel in third, and Alice Forever Cemetery pointing out a Panzerbjorn sounds like a tank you put a baby into to drive around, as does Jas Madsen Montgomery, a tank carrying around a little baby tank.
Child rearing in the post-apocalypse.
HordeJedi and God are in peace talks, so hopefully that wasn't get resolved, because I'm not a big fan of peace, but I am a fan of question number 4. What was the first toy to be advertised on television in third-dimensional Earths? Was that Lincoln Logs, Tinker Toys, Mr. Potato Head, or Little Stinker's personal black hole? And we actually... I'll leave that fact fractal for after this. I'll let them answer first.
There's a fractal.
That's a little spoiler. 2 you got it correct. It is, in fact, Mr. Potato Head. It was advertised on television on April 30th, 1952. And this was also the first commercial targeted directly at human children. But here's your Fluval's fact fractal. We also invented Mr. Potato Gun, the first weapon to be directly marketed to children. I agree, Lindsay Premmel. It's a shocking fact right there. What are you doing? Charlene, stop touching things.
I'm so sorry.
Stop.
I'm trying to make you beg during your fact fractals.
I don't need that. I can do it myself.
I wanted everyone to see your greatness.
Stephen Premmel disagrees with me. Stephen Premmel disagrees with me.
All the things.
Touching all the things.
I'm touching them.
What? I do. What are you doing?
I'm just touching
Okay.
things. On my beautiful wall of tools.
One BBBR thinks maybe they should get into their interdimensional vehicle to play better. At which point I would once again reassure you, do not play this while you're driving.
Do not while operating any
vehicle. Don't
vehicle.
fly a plane. Don't drive a train. But what you can do is fly up the leaderboard. Holly Goody's doing it all the way up into 4th place. Once again, I mean, I assume you said get back. Oh, no, you didn't say get back. I just assumed.
Fluval knows all.
Look, I know it was also,
Fluval
that was
sees
clearly
all.
coming from the experience of someone who has played some trivia while driving before and knows it's a good luck charm, but still shouldn't do it. Stephen Premmel says, can you play while swimming? Sure. That's fine.
Go for it.
Do what you want. I'm not your boss. I mean, I am, but I don't care. I just don't care about you on that level. But speaking of the water, let's go to question number 5. What is the name of the DC Universe's giant, evil, planet-conquering starfish?
This was my favorite hero growing up.
It's a super inspiring character.
Right?
Is it Streaks the Starbarian, Starro the Conqueror, Stark the Great, or Tony Starr? Which of these is the evil planet-conquering starfish? And evil's obviously human commentary.
Yeah, right?
But you are correct. It is Starro the Conqueror. He debuted in 1960's Brave and the Bold, number 28. His son, Jarro, was raised in a jar and dreams of being the best Robin to ever assist Batman.
He's named Jarro because he was raised
in a jar. Starbarian is Alice Forever Cemetery's favorite flavor of Skittles. It's true, Redactron. None of that was a joke. I mean, that was all accurate canon to the
100%.
DC Universe statements.
100% true. Canon and
Do you need me to pull up Jarro's DC Universe
Yes.
wiki page? Okay.
Yes, if we could, Fluval.
I can absolutely do that. I have access to the mainframe right now. I'm just doing it. I'm just out here.
I'm so excited.
Sharing proof of my wisdom with all of you.
Yes.
You need to take it for granted because I'm just so far above your
Absolutely.
lowly third-dimensional way of life, but...
Completely and entirely. Fluval is
See?
Look at Jarro.
There's
Look how
Jarro.
cute he is. Look at that adorable little Son of a world conqueror.
See, yeah, I've been using Jaro, who is Starro in a jar.
What?
It's all right there. I've been using Jaro to probe more memories. What? Starro in a jar.
What?
What? What indeed? That is my wisdom. Stephen Premel's favorite DC hero is the Heckler.
Oh. Heckler and Av.
And
Who's the Heckler? As a rule, I don't like hecklers. I usually try and vivisect them.
I'm a
live
fan
on
of ejecting
stage.
hecklers into outer space.
Oh,
He had a
ejecting
6-issue
hecklers
run
is
in the
also
late
fun.
90s. I don't know which 90s he's talking about, but one of the
Yeah.
90s. But let's see
The
who.
2490s?
Let's see who is having a run up
The 1890s?
the leaderboard.
Oh, the 1390s.
Oh, Stephen Premel now in first place. Lady Premel in second by only 5 points, so
Peace
very
has
close.
fallen!
Peace has fallen. God has stabbed HordeJedi in the
HordeJedi!
back, who is now in fourth. Holly Goody in third, and Alice in fifth.
We
To war.
love Celestial Wars. Just gonna put that out there, okay?
I'm a
Just gonna
big
put
fan.
that on.
You
Big
know,
fan,
to
big
be clear
fan.
though, I was a big fan of Celestial Wars before history began, so I liked them
that's
before they were
true.
cool.
That's true. What was the name of that big televised event that we put on? With that really hot guy that we got Tom Hiddleston to play? Lucifer?
I don't like to. I mean, the God of Mischief show, right?
No, the one where we got him to play Lucifer and then he fought God and was sentenced to hell. Where the fangirls were.
Oh, what was that show? That's a good point. It's just been so long.
Pandemonium!
Pandemonium! I am a Celestial War hipster, that is true.
Yeah, that's
A
true.
waifu
That's very
Constantine, Stephen Premel's title suggestion. I agree. To the Panzerbjorn, indeed.
true. To the Panzerbjorn!
But before we go to the Panzerbjorn, let's go. Okay, wait. I was going to do a nice segue, but Alice says, I only want single batch, free range, organic, artisanal, farm to table conflicts to deities. Which, I mean, it's true. It's just very true. You know, studio audience loves that. You know what else I think they'll love? I think they'll also love our next question. Question number 6. Gotta smash them all. How many Pokemon were included in the first generation of the series? 150, 151, 152, or 69, which intern Caroline has assured me is a funny number.
It is, isn't it? It's the funny number. I was right.
60,
You're
you got it
left.
correct. It's 151. Pokemon 001 was Bulbasaur. Pokemon 151 was Mew. And Bellsprout was Pokemon 69. Nice. Nice indeed. Let's see who's having a nice run up the leaderboard, shall we? Sentient Hominid is now in 5th place. HordeJedi and everyone else keeping their place. Stephen Premel says, just saying if you knew, you could make it 152. I could. Yeah, I could. Lindsay Premel's favorite is Squirtle for obvious reasons. Jazz Fadson Montgomery, what about Missing No? Missing No. All right.
What about Missing Now?
Missing No
Who's missing
was a
now?
glitch in the
glitch?
original Pokemon. It was a glitch where the character, a glitch appeared and it was listed as Missing No. It's not in the Pokedex. And if it's not in the Pokedex, it doesn't exist.
But what were its qualities?
I don't know.
Did it have qualities?
It's a glitch.
Fluval is the 152nd Pokemon.
Thank you,
Except
Kit
that
Kat Critter.
Fluval is like the Pokemon that's like Mew, who's just like, actually, I am your god.
And they can't clone me. There's no FluTwo. There's no FluTwo. I will never become FluTwo. I am your Poke God. You cannot catch me. You can only go. You can only go to the next question. In Calvin and Hobbes, Calvin's teacher, Miss Wormwood, is named after an agent of Sauron. Bill Watterson's teacher, a demon from the Screwtape Letters, or Bill Watterson's D&D character. Wow, one of you got it correct. Only a single one of you. Answer is Wormwood, a junior demon from the Screwtape Letters. The Screwtape Letters is an epistolatory novel where senior demon Screwtape writes letters advising his nephew Wormwood about how to torment a British human. And if you like that, get ready for our new show, So You Think You Can Tempt a Fifth Grader, where Screwtape will be a celebrity judge. God told HordeJedi the answer, so it seems like they've made up and are back in talks. Screwtape Letters are fascinating. I agree. You know what else is fascinating? The leaderboard, huh? HordeJedi, now that they have the divine blessing again, has retaken first place.
Wow.
Quite impressive, quite
blessing
impressive.
Of a much more powerful being by being in their service. It's a great strategy for
Alice,
existence.
Forever Cemetery preferred the sequel, Perks of Being a Screwtape. Very underrated. I completely agree with you, Alice. I completely agree.
Josh Fats in Montgomery, would you do better with absinthe? Well, you certainly won't do better if you're absent.
No, if you're absent, you can't answer, and so you'll fail miserably. But Stephen Premel says, I will smash your god and never call them back, and the heartbreaks alone. Those talks are off.
Wow.
But you know what's not off? The next question. Which of the following people have not won an EGOT? And for those paying attention, of course, the EGOT is an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. Is that Andrew Lloyd Webber, John Legend, Lin-Manuel Miranda, or Whoopi Goldberg? Which of these has not won an Emmy, an EGOT? The answer is, of course, Lin-Manuel Miranda. Although nominated for his song How Far I'll Go from Moana, Lin-Manuel Miranda has yet to win the Oscar that would place him amongst only 16 others in the exclusive EGOT club.
So exclusive.
But you know what?
What?
I'm here to tell you about an even more exclusive club for this Fluval's Fact Fractal. No third-dimensional being and none have ever won a Fluvy, the award for excellence in trivia, which has only been won by me, Fluval. I'm the only Fluvy winner in history. I also gave it to myself.
It was a beautiful ceremony.
Speaking of awards and winning, let's go to the leaderboard. HordeJedi holds on to first, but Lady Premel is in second, Holly Goody in third, Stephen Premel in fourth, and Sentient Hominid in fifth. Is it legal? I will make it legal.
Yeah,
Stephen
what Fluval
Premel
says is what legality is here.
Exactly,
Well,
well, BBBR. Stephen Premel thinks it's amazing, which I agree. I'm pretty incredible.
Absolutely.
It's not rigged. I'm just the best.
Yeah.
And I recognize my wonderfulness. Well, and Grand Emperor Aquion and intern here. And the Argyle.
Yes.
Have I won a Tony? Yeah. I won a Tony. Whoever your least favorite Tony winner was, I projected them, and it's a different one for all of you.
Yep.
It's individual in every one of your timelines. That was me. Unless they did anything truly terrible, then that one wasn't me. It's the other one that you don't like.
Fluval, you're so many people.
I am
so many timelines.
I am Legion, you know?
Right?
Time in Wyoming is messy wessy, as is our next question. Which is a multi-select. Which of these are real products licensed by the band Kiss? Seen here is money, the bed they sleep on, due to all of this licensing. Did they license Kiss Pinball, Kiss Mini Golf, an arena football team, or the Kiss Casket? And remember, it's a multi-select, so you may want to answer multiple things.
Stephen Premel's least favorite Tony winner was the Tiger.
I thought he was great. But they're all real. Kiss pinball machines were made by Bally in 1979 and Stern in 2015. Monster Mini Golf opened their Kiss-themed location in Las Vegas in 2012, which also includes the Love It Loud Wedding Chapel and a Kiss Museum. The Los Angeles Kiss were owned by Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley, both members of Kiss, and decorated their football gear with the band's iconic logo. And the Kiss casket was sold from 2001 to 2008. And here's a Fluval's fact fractal for you. 2 members of the band Pantera, Dimebag Darrell and Vinnie Paul, were buried in Kiss caskets at their funeral, so it has gotten use in the real world. Lindsay Premmel only knows them as Smooch. They're under various synonyms in various dimensions, so I see how that was confusing for you.
In mine, it was rim job.
Oh. That's a weird one. Now, let's go to the leaderboard. HordeJedi holding on to first place. Sentient Hominid up in second. Stephen Premmel in third. Ollie Goody in fourth. Lady Paramel in fifth. HordeJedi has a streak with 4 correct answers in a row. And I agree with the Argyle that Lindsay should form a Kiss cover band called Smooch. Alice Forever Cemetery says there's a Kiss casket on eBay for $5,000.
Oh, wow.
If I was ever going to die, that would be quite a way to be buried.
Yeah.
But obviously I never will because I'm an aquarium, and so I'm kind of immortal and endless and boundless. Not less boundless as the Grand Emperor, but
outside of
pretty
common
great.
Space.
Yeah, outside of anything that ever
Argyle.
happened and ever will. Good question, Stephen Premmel. Does on eBay imply used?
And for what? Because I
Right?
could see getting it for a party and then like filling it with ice and then putting drinks in it.
Well,
know?
that's what both Kit Kat Critter and Redactron suggested,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, just fill it with beers.
great minds think alike.
Yeah.
Casket, like new. Yeah, you should see if you can get it. If you can get a Kiss casket for $50, I think
my
you
God,
gotta do
yes.
it. You gotta do it. Speaking
Wow.
speaking of things you have no option but to do, let's go to our next question. If I were to teleport Intern Kristie into space right now, how would she most likely die first? Space radiation, freezing, asphyxiation, or because she was bored to death due to a lack of stimulating programming?
Which one?
She wouldn't have the spacesuit seen here in this
No.
photo.
Just my uniform.
8 of you got it correct. The answer is asphyxiation. The average human can last about 15 seconds in space before losing consciousness. Freezing would take much longer because the lack of atmosphere actually means heat leaves your body slower than on Earth. Plus, of course, Grand Aquarium Empire programming is viewable in space, so she'd never get bored.
Not with the Grand Aquarium Empire Network.
No, not with our hit show. What is this, shipping on the coffin or shooting someone into space? Because,
I mean, we can see how much Jeff Bezos played.
yeah, exactly. Thanks to, okay, the coffin. Okay. Well, while we're thinking that over, let's look at the leaderboard to see who is winning. HordeJedi holding on to first, but Lindsay Premmel back on the leaderboard.
Wow.
Alice in 5th place. Stephen Premmel asking, wait, does intern Charlene even have blood? They seem
used
too
to.
better than that. They did once. When they were still living on Thanksgiving Earth, the Earth that they're from, they had blood. But then they shoved their family out of the airlock.
Yes. And then it
And
turned to ice, so they had to replace it with this sort of pure hatred. It's lovely.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Kit Kat Critter pointing out that they've upgraded. Perfect way of putting it. Stephen Premmel thinks it tracks. It does. You know what else I personally think tracks? Oh, well, why are we Thanksgiving Earth? We should be Ratliff Earth at least. It's a great planet. Wonderful planet.
Wonderful.
You know what else is wonderful? Our next question. Which Disney character is also the mascot of the University of Oregon's athletics program? Is that Mickey Mouse, Goofy, Donald Duck, or the frozen head of Walt Disney? Walt Disney, of course, being the husband of iconic cartoon entrepreneur Lillian Bounds, who on many planets was the one to create Animation Empire. His Animation Empire didn't become the galactic controlling authoritarian government that hers did.
Yes.
He dreamed of it, but never made it happen because he was never able to build Epcot.
This is the problem with sexism.
Yeah. She would have done it so well.
She would have done
and
it
he
so
just
much
sort of
better.
half-assed it.
She
Kit Kat
would have
Critter
been Bezos.
is from Bowie Earth.
Oh.
Oh.
I love the Earth.
Okay, HordeJedi is saying they have photographic proof of...
Oh,
Okay.
122nd Pokemon?
152nd Pokemon. I have to pull it up. It'll be a second. You got to give me a little bit of time to pull that one up.
I'm excited to see what that is.
Steven Prell's from God Earth.
To Fluval for a long time, God Earth. There's only one of those. And it's the only life in that entire universe. Isn't that weird?
It's true. It's true.
Everything revolves around it.
In the future, you may want to just send me those pieces of photographic proof to my DMs.
Yes.
Rather than the fan art channel. But
An intern can.
this is the 152nd Pokemon FluTwo. This is wonderful art. Artifact. This is a wonderful artifact presented by HordeJedi. Don't worry about it. It's all fine. But just as a heads up for the future, this is incredible. If you post this on social media, we will share it, retweet it. We will do everything we can to share the good news about the existence of FluTwo with the world. This is beautiful. I'm in awe. I'm in awe. I don't know.
What are his stats?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you should share
know
FluTwo's
the
stat.
stats.
What type of Pokemon is FluTwo?
A god level one, right? Like Mewtwo.
Well, Pokegod, but like
Pokegod!
yeah, thank you for getting out the Pokemon card, HordeJedi. Like is FluTwo. Oh, I'll defeat FluTwo. Whenever FluTwo tries a move on me, I'll tell you this. It's not very effective. It's not very effective at all.
No. It's really not.
But you know what I think? Oh, no, gross. I don't do that.
No, that's ridiculous.
That's a lowly third-dimensional trait.
That's not how Fluval reproduces.
That's such a gross, like, it's beneath me.
All aquarium are decanted from
I'm just
Grand Emperor
decanted.
Aquion, carefully by legions of interns.
Yeah. No.
It takes legions.
Alice Forever Cemetery saying, wait, does that mean we have to go to Toys R Us to get Fluval? Are we in a Toys R Us right now? Who knows where you are? You could be viewing us from anywhere in the multiverse.
You could even just be, like, at home, looking deep into the eyes of your household pets.
That's one of my favorite ways to watch this show. But you know what else you should stare deeply into?
Children's eyes? Just random children?
Well, there are Fluval plushies in many worlds. If there's not one in yours, too bad for you. I wish there was.
It'd be pretty quick to crochet one.
It would be pretty quick to crochet one.
If I were to do just like a nice little teardrop, and then the two eyes, sticking out.
My two beautiful eyes.
The little finnies. I mean, you could be like more complex and make
My
like
beautiful
the bulbous
eyes.
head, but
Look
then,
into
like, the
these eyes.
bigger back part, and then I would even just do the tail separately.
Right. Get out of my light.
Sorry. I'd probably try and do it all in one, just because I'm weird like that. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. I mean,
I didn't know it was gonna
give Fluval just like a hug, like a plushie, like
Alice.
hug, just like a.
I'll send me that link on Discord so that I can see it, because that is a very interesting Etsy link that you pasted that it got deleted. Thank you, Alice. You know what else is interesting, I think?
What?
The leaderboard. HordeJedi in first, Sentient Hominid in second, Stephen Premmel in third, Lady Premmel in fourth, and Alice, who sent me that great link, in fifth. And HordeJedi has a streak with 6 correct answers in a row. Alice is the best. I agree. Happy Rogue 10.
Caught a FluTwo while holding first place.
It's
That's our
impressive.
HordeJedi. They're a whole
It's
horde
impressive.
of Jedis.
That's true. There are many beings.
There are many beings. And as everyone knows, just like Grand Emperor Aquion, how Grand Emperor Aquion is many beings, when a creature is many beings, You know, it's
But-
like that 2 heads are better than 1. Legion heads
Speaking,
are
by
better
the way,
than not Legion hats.
speaking of merchandising, this is what the
Yes.
University of Oregon's athletics logo looks like. It's just Donald Duck. And it looks like Donald because in 1947, the University of Oregon's athletic director, Leo Harris, met with Walt Disney where they made an informal deal allowing the university to use Donald. And in the 70s, it was formalized. And then
So they sued all of those nurseries.
Right. Yeah.
But then they, you know, you gotta honor your contract.
Wait. The only original, your flag has 2 sides?
Why is it 2-sided?
That's so complicated for no reason.
Right? I mean,
Oh yeah, and
Yeah,
gross,
we
they didn't even
still
try
think
with the
so.
color scheme. Yeah, like,
yep. Just like all of Oregon.
wait, yeah, HordeJedi, I agree with all of your weights. What?
Yeah, what if you get a shirt with the Oregon flag on it? Is it... Wait, we need to know about the Oregon flag, Fluval.
Yeah, I'm
Can
I'm
you
looking,
use your
I'm looking.
magical technology abilities to control our systems with your mind?
Oh, I can always control our systems with my mind. That's just a given. Yeah, I found a picture. That's so strange. So as strange as you all think it is right now,
Yeah?
it's even stranger that they bothered with it when you see what the back is.
What is it? Is it just like a circle?
No.
Does it just say Oregon?
No.
Is it
It's
the trail?
a beaver.
What?
It's just a beaver in the back.
Just a beaver!
It's just a beaver in the back in the middle of the flag.
It's just the beaver! Why didn't they just put the beaver?
And the
Otherwise,
log.
It's pretty nice.
And the log. That is accurate. That is accurate. That is accurate. The Argyle says they call their mullet the beaver, their mullet the beaver paddle. And so they need to visit Oregon. Happy Rogue 10 says that is the worst. Redactron says awful back beaver.
Back beaver.
I don't.
It's like
Why did they do that?
It's like those specialty shops where they sell like cute little jewelry boxes and you open it and there's just a little animal sketch on the inside and you're like, oh, that's really cute. There's just like random little detail on this like little piece of jewelry or like a necklace and you turn it around and there's like a little animal. So they did that with their flag.
Yeah, Redactron points out it's like a Joan Rivers egg.
It's like a Joan Rivers egg.
Happy Rogue 10
Precisely.
says that that's the worst. I would say that is not the worst. The worst,
What's the worst?
is the San Francisco flag.
Yeah.
Which is just...
Check out that beauty.
Joan Rivers did actually lay eggs, and we
Yes.
have looked at Joan Rivers' eggs before
Yes.
on Radio Free Multiverse.
She does lay eggs and sells them, and they all have a little surprise.
They all have surprises inside.
They all have little surprises.
Yeah, it's just a bird on
There's a
fire.
Bird on fire.
Where it just says San Francisco, in case you didn't know.
Yep.
What city you were in, and that's why 99% invisible, the third dimensional pot. Yeah, I don't know why it looks as phallic.
Right?
I think it was designed by a prospector. And yes, you should look up the proposed replacement flag for San Francisco. 99% I'll do it. 99% invisible has a whole deal about trying to get the SF flag redesigned while still maintaining some of the symbolism, and
yeah.
it looks way better. Way better. Kit Kat Critter also says that the Milwaukee flag is terrible. So this is the new San Francisco flag, the proposed one. Way better, right?
Oh, yeah.
Just way better.
Way better.
Such an improvement. Doesn't just say San Francisco in
Looks-
huge letters.
The bird looks like a bird instead of extremely phallic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Though we are kind of into our phallic symbols.
That's
around
true.
the
We
city
do
right
have
now.
the... that would be
San
good.
Francisco has.
That would be good. We do have a building that we brought up last week that just looks like a giant uncircumcised penis. But actually, I think that there is a worse flag than San Francisco's. And it's the flag of Milwaukee. The Milwaukee flag. Oh yeah, the gray and gold is gold in peace and iron in war. That is the symbolism of San Francisco's flag. But yeah,
There's just
that's the
so
worst.
much.
That's the worst. It's just, what if we did everything a flag does? All in one
Little bit of
flag.
everything all of the time.
Alice says, though, that this is what the city looks exactly like. Oh, yeah, and Kit Kat Critter points out there's a flag inside the flag.
Oh my god!
See? Right over there, there's a flag in there.
Flag in the flag!
Alice is from under the 6.
It's so, like, cluttercore.
It's such a cluttercore flag, you know?
Right?
But
Just like our background. Cluttercore.
just like our background, and in many ways, just like... Oh, what's it like again? Oh, that's right. It's like our next question. Which actor played the primary villains of both David Lynch's Blue Velvet and the Super Mario Brothers movie? Is it Dennis Hopper, Peter Fonda, Kyle MacLachlan, or Wario? Mario's evil doppelganger.
No, that's
Oh.
Waluigi.
Apparently the Milwaukee flag was from a city design contest, and they just threw every design together. Yeah, 9, you got it correct. It was, in fact, Dennis Hopper. He played the violent and brutal Frank Booth in Blue Velvet and played King Koopa, a Trump-inspired King Koopa, in Super Mario Brothers. Word's still out on if they share a cinematic universe. Oh, you got it right. What?
I'm just amazed again at Milwaukee, how it was a city design
Yeah,
contest.
they just threw everything together.
It's like the way that you would design a flag for a kindergarten class. Like, you
It's
don't
true.
want anyone to feel bad because you didn't use their design.
Look, the numbers are on there. You like numbers. Speaking of numbers, let's see who's in first place on our leaderboard. Oh, it's still HordeJedi. But look, it's still a very close game. Everyone is on each other's heels. Anyone could still win. So let's go to question unlucky 13 and see who is doing well. Which company released the first CD player? And in this case, CD player meaning compact disc player and not corporate deathmatch player.
Yeah.
The latter being a contestant on Late Stage Capitalism Who Will Survive's newest minigame, where corporate drones battle to the death for cost of living adjustment raises. 4 of you got it correct. It is, in fact, Sony. They released the first CD player back in 1982. That's not the first format they pioneered, however. They also created Betamax in 1975, which brings me to a Fluval's Fact Fractal. The porn industry adopting VHS is widely credited with being part of what led it to defeat Betamax and become the standard tape format. Same for Blu-ray, that's true. It's the same for many formats. So many formats have porn to thank for their market dominance. And we're going to go back to Flag Wars for a second because Alice Forever Cemetery sent me a wonderful image that truly must be seen by all of you watching at home. So thank you so much, Alice, for sending that my way. It is a bunch of even worse flags.
Oh no!
Star of the West, Rapid City, South Dakota, Huntington, West Virginia, and proud to be a Pocatello. Milwaukee was
be
147
Pocatello.
out of 50. I'm glad Pocatello's proud to be Pocatello. I don't know what is in Pocatello. Yeah. Don't they? Pocatello has nothing to be proud of. Lindsay Premel pointing out, yeah, they do look like movie tickets. And there's just so much text.
So much to read.
And it violates one of the core rules that Roman Mars proposes for flags, that the Vexillological Society of America proposes, is that a 5-year-old... Oh, did you not... Yeah, that spread... I'll bring it back up, HordeJedi. Part of the thing that they propose is that a 5-year-old should be able to draw your flag from memory. And could a 5-year-old draw these? These babies?
I can't draw these.
I could. Was that spreadsheet a
course.
flag? In many ways,
Could
this
be.
is a spreadsheet containing multiple spreadsheets. Because that Huntington one,
Looks like a spreadsheet.
it looks like a spreadsheet. Yeah, and that is also fun fact. Huntington is the hometown of the McElroys.
Oh my.
So I'm kind of surprised the McElroys haven't gotten that thing redesigned. I'm glad I crack you up, Stephen Premel.
Good.
That's what I do. I crack up your planets and cause their crusts to break into tiny little pieces as they float away through space. Speaking of floating away, let's see who's floating up our leaderboard. It's Sentient Hominid up to first place, HordeJedi in second, Stephen Premel in third, Lindsay Premel in fourth, Holly Goody in fifth, with an answer streak of 3 in a row. Good job, Holly Goody.
Job.
Let's see if your streak continues. In question number 14. In which Disney movie did angels help a team cheat in baseball? Is that angels in the pitch, angels in the outfield, angels in the end zone, or angels in the simulation dome? Seen here is a baseball at rest, like most players during a baseball game. 8 if you got it correct. It is, in fact, Angels in the Outfield, which is a remake of a 1951 movie of the same name. Those cheating angels returned in both Angels in the End Zone, where they cheated in football, and Angels in the Infield, where they again helped a different team cheat in baseball. Yes, the famed Christopher Lloyd and JGL vehicle was, in fact, a remake.
Apparently,
Stephen Premel.
they're just not into helping HordeJedi cheat.
God has ripped up the treaty and set it on fire. Birds flying out. That's true. They're not helping you.
No.
HordeJedi points out they don't show it, but all those angels immediately got sent to hell for cheating. Okay, but Kid in King Arthur's Court was an original story, right? That was based on the same story as Unidentified Flying Oddball. Why are angels helping people cheat? I guess they have no moral guidelines. Angels are famed cheaters of the world based on... That's true. Based on The Green Knight, the famed story with Dev Patel coming to theaters very soon. Let's just check our leaderboard.
Wow!
Holly Goody in fourth, Alice in fifth, and Gawain trailing off our leaderboard behind The Green Knight. Angel cheats, too hot for God, I agree. Lucifer was in fact an angel. That is a good point, Holly Goody. Speaking of that bright morning star, that segue doesn't work, but you know what does work?
What?
Question number 15. Which scientist famously said, "I am become death, destroyer of worlds," after creating the nuclear bomb? And to be clear, you see, this Earth is a primitive society where destroying a world was considered an achievement and not just a standard party game.
Yeah.
60, you got it correct. It is, in fact, J. Robert Oppenheimer, who was quoting from the Bhagavad Gita, a Hindu sacred text. Strangely enough, God knew this one. Well, I would hope so. Would hope so. Let's see who have become in first place on our leaderboard. Still Sentient Hominid. Ooh, HordeJedi fallen to fifth. But Sentient Premel, Stephen Premel in second.
Sentient Premel.
Holly Goody in third. Alice in fourth.
I mean, most of you are probably sentient.
Presumably. The hominid is, I think, what's not necessarily clear, because sentient beings come in all shapes throughout the multiverse. Sentient Premel, indeed, HordeJedi.
Yeah.
I think we should just go on to question number 16. Who played Brian O'Connor in The Fast and the Furious, which is a title I don't understand because I am far more furious than anyone who appeared in those films. I'm also faster because I have a spaceship.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I mean, look at me zoom. I'm zooming around. Could Vin Diesel zoom around like me?
No.
Vin
Never.
Diesel or his family can't do that. But 60
No
got it
one
correct. It
related
was,
to
in fact,
him.
Paul Walker, who ultimately appeared in 6 films in the series. I agree, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm super cool, Stephen Premel.
Yeah, cool.
As is family. Vin Diesel fucked over Lindsay Premel, proving Lindsay Premel not part of his family. So let's go to the leaderboard. Ooh.
Static.
Unlike the cars in Fast and the Furious, no one's zooming around right now on the leaderboard. Is there a Fast and the Furious Earth? Yes. And multidimensional beings employed by Universal are trying furiously to smash it and Jurassic World together to make one shared Earth, despite the fact that those worlds have very little in common. I can Tokyo Drift, but I'll save it for later. How quickly? by the next time you see that world, I believe it's supposed to cross over. Olive Garden is the Fast and Furious Earth. It's either
really?
It's either Olive Garden Earth or Corona Earth because they love drinking Corona in that movie.
Wait, they're really smashing those worlds together?
Yeah. No, rumors suggest that they want to smash together Universal, Fast and the Furious, and Jurassic World franchises. Because what else do they have? Also, because those Chris Pratt taught those Velociraptors the meaning of family with his little flock of Velociraptors.
I need a Velociraptor on a motorcycle. I need Velociraptors driving cars.
I want it to cross over with Transformers as well.
Yes!
So I can see Vin Diesel driving Optimus Prime while a Velociraptor drives Megatron.
Yes!
Much like I drive this show. To the next question. An enclaved country is one completely surrounded by another country. There are only 3 in your world. Vatican City, San Marino, and Lesotho, Eswatini, Djibouti, or Enclavia. Which of these countries is completely enclosed? One BBBR has no idea. Fair enough. We don't do much geography on this show, so sometimes we'd like to swerve and do it. 3 of you got it correct. It is, in fact, Lesotho. The nation of Lesotho exists entirely within South Africa. That is a good point, Jas Fadson Montgomery. They already did a Transformers dinosaur movie, and dinosaurs were in about 17 seconds of it.
Oh my goodness, what a ripoff.
It's a total shame. They got to write that wrong. Oh, I did also see that the Beast Wars might be the next movie. So you might see Optimus Primal, Dinobot, Waspinator, Rat Trap, Rhinox, Black Arachna. All those. Yeah, you might get Tigertron in this next movie.
Tigertron.
You might get Tigertron. You know who else you might get? You might get Cheetor, Rampage, Airraiser, Tarantulas, Depth Charge, Inferno, the Red Ant. Inferno was a red ant. You might get famed Beast Wars character, Predatron Computer. You might get Break. You might get Stampy the Rabbit. You might get Rockbuster the Fiddler Crab. You might get Randy the Boar. You might get Star Upper the Ragged Kangaroo. You might get
Randy the Boar?
Randy the Boar. Randy the Beast Wars Boar.
They do all sound like energy drinks.
They do all sound like energy drinks. You are very correct.
They're just persona names now.
I mean, that's not wrong. But I'm just gonna show all of you. I could, you know what? The Predacons. Yeah, they're the Predacons also, which is a weird name for robots. But here's everyone's favorite Transformer. That's right. It's Randy. Here's Randy. Look at Randy.
Wow.
I just like Randy. Hi, Randy. Randy the Transformer.
I like how his mane becomes his, like, gigantic forearm.
Randy was a mistake. Randy's hair becomes his gun. Randy the Feral Pig. Legit thought it was gonna be a mixtape. No, that's a different one. How did Rat Trap reproduce when he's a bot? It does look a lot like. You know what? You're right. That looks a lot like Rat Trap. That looks a lot like Rat Trap.
Almost like they used the same mold.
Yeah. There's also there's a lot. There's a lot. I suggest. Oh, there's Megatron X, which is a winged T-Rex. I highly suggest going to the Wikipedia article, list of Beast Wars characters, and just having yourself a good time and reading all of them.
Definitely have. Actually, Transformers are the only.
Oh, canonically, Rat Trap has kids.
Huh.
Also, they do canonically have souls.
Yes.
Because there's the spark inside of them, and there's a big arc on Beast Wars, because Beast Wars is a prequel to Transformers. So there's a big arc where they try to. Yeah, the Allspark is the spark of leadership.
What? How many sparks are these things carrying
They
around?
each have one spark, and then there's the all spark that makes you the Transformers leader. That's how
Because
you
you
know
have
you're
two sparks.
That's how you know you're ready to be the Autobot leader. And so there's a whole thing where they have to try to go take Optimus Prime's spark to bring someone back to life, but realize they can't. To bring Optimus Primal back to life because he died. And they realize they can't because if they did, that would disrupt the timeline and Optimus Prime would never be able to defeat Megatron. I'm not looking that part up, by the way. I just know that.
Well, of course.
No, I know, but I'm not sourcing it from anywhere.
Of course.
I wish they
pretty
were
metal.
always selling all sparks. Yeah, I agree. They were. It's a very metal one. Also, here's a Fluval's Fact Fractal for you. One of the big themes in the Transformers movie from the 80s is Dare to Be Stupid by Weird Al Yankovic. It's
What?
just part of the soundtrack for that movie. Let's just go to the leaderboard. Sentient Hominid holding on to first, but Lady Premel has retaken 5th place, and Striven Premel has the highest answer streak of 4 in a row.
All sparks.
I guess I can't change your mind. It was because Optimus Prime was in hibernation at the time and unconscious, so it was pretty bad when you think about it.
Oh
Well,
my
they
God.
didn't. That's why they didn't do it. I think also there. I think they were like, this would be bad. Autobots, this would be terrible. Transform and rethink your emphasis on consent because it should be higher. Let's just go to question 18. What literary mashup pits Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy against the undead? Is that Sense and Sensibility and Zombies, Love and Friendship and Zombies, Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, or Emma, a novel of horror beyond imagination? Seen here are zombies. Important stars in that book.
Really lovely.
But which Jane Austen novel was mashed up? Are you a big Jane Austen fan, intern Jane? Is that why your name is Jane?
My name is Kristie. Hi, my name is Intern Kristie. Jane Austen was okay once we gave her an axe and let her kill her family.
Emma has Lovecraft horror. Emma with Lovecraft horror would slap. I agree,
would.
Stephen Premel. Alice Forever Cemetery had forgotten about this literary trend, which is funny because it is in fact Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, which was published in April 2009. But
Tricked
It was-
me into reading a whole ass chapter of just Jane Austen.
the one with sea monsters was Sense and Sensibility with Sense and Sensibility and Sea Monsters, which came out in September of 2009.
Yeah.
Months later in the
They had
same
this
year.
written because
course.
it was like 5 extra lines.
Yeah. And of course there was also Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter, which led to great Chris Gethard show character Vampire Abe Lincoln Hunter as portrayed by Josh Sharp. When you know everything in the universe, you have a surprising knowledge of underground New York City comedy in the early 2010s. Let's see who else had knowledge. Let's see who had knowledge about literary mashups by going to our leaderboard. Oh, Stephen Premel has retaken first place.
And Studio Cat has graced us with his presence.
HordeJedi in 5th. The Good Society Austin tabletop role-playing game has pen and paper,
What the hell?
has Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. On here, Studio Cat
Oh
to
my.
say
Look
hello.
at Studio Cat.
Happy Rogue's excited to see Studio Cat. Sound
Look
off in the
how cute
comments if you're excited to
Studio
hear one of our
Cat
Studio
is.
Cats. Studio Cat looks very tired or not thrilled to be here. Not sure which one.
I think he's okay.
I think he's happy to be here. I think he's just
He's
tired.
chilling for the moment. I
Yeah.
got a pretty good grip on
Hi,
his
Lion Kitty.
on his
On his
butt.
tuchus.
on his tuchus. I do have a good spot on your tuchus, huh?
But you know what? Speaking of big orange cats, let's go. We don't need the soundboard. Let's just go to our next question. Which Gmail came
Jesus.
first? Garfield Mail or Google's Gmail?
Oh my god! He really did not want to be held.
Which one came first? Garfield Mail or Google's Gmail?
Can you all see that?
Can you see that he did not want to be held? It's not really reading.
It's not visible. It's not reading. I just get bit by Studio Cat. And it's
Intern
not even
Monday got what
cinematic.
was coming, says Alice Forever Cemetery.
Fair enough.
But 9 of you got it correct. It was, in fact, Garfield Mail, which was created in 1998 on Garfield's official website. If you sent an email from Garfield Mail, it came from an email address ending in, quote, @catsrule.garfield.com. It was shuttered in 2001 when it was replaced with emails ending in @e-garfield.com. Google's Gmail was launched in 2004. Since all of you got it correct, let's see who answered quickest. You know, it didn't change up the leaderboard, but let's see what Garfield Mail looked like. It had a Postman Garfield right up there.
So cute.
Post Kitty Garfield.
Post Catan.
There's some great history about it you can find on the internet. Fridays, am I right, Lindsay? That was the penultimate question, by the way. So we're coming up on the final question. So this isn't an I can't click on Party Central. This is a screenshot of it, not the actual website, unfortunately. I would love to... You know what we should do? If we can find it, we should send N3RD to do a tour of this classic Garfield website.
Yes.
Did I say question 12? If it came to yours as question 12, you thought I was I am powerful. Look at my hat. That's how powerful I am. I just choose not to help you. I could. I was trying to water it down for your own little third dimensional thing to not make you feel so bad in a rare moment of mercy, but I regret it. I'll never show any of you mercy ever again. But let's get back to trivia for the final question. Which is a double points one. Sirius, Lord of the Dog Star, gives dogs superpowers and places all non-dogs into an endless slumber in which sequel to the novel 101 Dalmatians? Was that the Starfield Barking, Dogs in Space, Space Dogs on Planet K9, or 102 Dalmatians, Too Fast, 2 Dalmatians? While you're answering, I'll answer Kit Kat Critters' question. Has anyone from Radio Free Multiverse ever been to Garfield Eats, the Garfield restaurant? No. It's in Canada, which... I don't think anyone from Radio Free Multiverse has ever been to... Well, actually, one of our interns has definitely been to Canada.
Yeah. Yeah, they have.
They're a dog.
They're a dog.
There's a Garfield theme restaurant. There's some interesting YouTube videos all about it. In fact, they still have it, and now their licensing is getting renewed a year at a time due to the change of ownership of the Garfield rights, which are now owned by Nickelodeon.
It's Quentin Reviews.
It's Quentin
right?
Reviews, yeah. Quentin Reviews, and also did a whole Garfield
a whole video about
road trip.
Garfield places.
But wow, 6 of you got it correct. It was, in fact, the Starlight Barking. The powers given to dogs include telepathy and flight. It was a sequel to the book Disney's 101 Dalmatians was based on, but is yet to be adapted into a movie. And here's a Fluval's Fact Fractal for you. In the book... a cat and some dogs assume that Cruella de Vil is behind it, and then they go to Cruella's house to kill her. And are like, nah, she's sleeping. We shouldn't kill her in her sleep. That's a line we won't cross.
That's our line.
That's our line.
If she
Murdering
was
her alive.
We would murder. Did they wait for her to wake up? Or were they like, she must not be behind this?
Happy Rogue 10 asks if I'm making this up. So...
Fluval does not lie.
I mean, I do lie.
But Fluval's not
But
lying.
I'm not lying right now. This was a real novel by Dodie Smith, which I will prove to you by pulling up the Wikipedia page. Yeah, cats are famously honorable. I agree, Jazz Fatson Montgomery. It's an odd piece of characterization. So here we are on the Wikipedia page for Starlight Barking, where it says...
Oh my.
Where is it? Upon arrival in London, the white Persian cat suggests Cruella, now back in London, must be the one behind the mysterious sleeping. She leads a group of dogs to Cruella's house to kill her. However, Cruella and her husband are just as fast asleep as anyone else, and the animals see she is now obsessed with metallic plastics instead of fur coats.
What the hell?
They spare her life and return to Downing Street, where the television comes on, and a strange voice orders them to make sure all dogs are in open, starlit spaces by midnight. The Dalmatians accompany this via twilight barking and thought waves because they're given psychic powers. In Trafalgar Square, Tommy, the cats, the Dalmatians, and the General meet with thousands of other dogs to wait. At midnight, after a strange euphoric moment followed by a moment of terror. I like the sound of that. Sirius, the Lord of the Dog Star, appears on Nelson's column, which is this column in Trafalgar Square. He explains to all the dogs that he is lonely and is offering them a chance to avoid the pain of possible nuclear war in the future. However, they must come with him of their own accord. He assures them that the world, when it wakes, will not remember dogs ever existed, and that all dogs will be free and know true bliss in the stars. Do they?
A dog savior?
Do they follow? Do they take the bait? All dogs go to heaven. No, all dogs will go to heaven if they stay and a nuclear war breaks out.
Otherwise, they get superpowers in the stars.
Alice pointing out that the true culprit is likely that Cruella got QVC and got really into Joan Rivers' eggs. In the beginning of the book, the husband is all, you can either have 2 kids and we'll be right, or 4 kids and we'll have less stuff. The book chooses 4 kids and less stuff. Interesting. Staff, I see. The Meow Saya.
Like interns.
The Meow Saya is from a very different book. Oh, that was Mary Poppins.
Yeah, Mary Poppins, which is apparently the opposite of the book. Or the movie.
But let's see who's ascending to first place by going to our leaderboard. Our podium. In third place, it's Alice with 14 out of 20 correct. In second place, it's 16 out of 20 correct. And Sentient Hominid in second place, of course. And in first place, with 16 out of 20 correct, it is Stephen Premel, who must have answered more quickly.
Congratulations!
Oh, yeah, no. Hey, HordeJedi, where did you put that card you found for the FluTwo card? Where did you put it? So I can show it. You DM'd it to a... You didn't DM it. Did you DM it to a guy? You didn't DM it to me. Who did you DM it to? Where did you DM it? Where did you DM it to me? Is it on a social media account? Oh, Twitter. Okay. Didn't realize where you did. I was looking on Discord. Fluval has agents everywhere. One of my many my Raging Ravens has received this.
Raging Raven.
Let's see. What's going to be the best way? The Raging Raven agents. What's going to be the best way for me to look this up? Thank you all for staying with me as we look up this card.
God. What else are you doing? I mean, it's the Grand Aquarium Empire. This is Radio-Free Multiverse.
Yeah, where else would you go?
Watching Grand Trivia. It's the show with entirely too many names.
Hey, HordeJedi, can you DM that to me on Discord, perhaps? Because I don't know if I'm logged into that correct account in this multidimensional place.
We are outside of time and space.
Outside of time and space, so it's plenty of time
but
for
in the
all
meantime,
of you. But in the meantime,
I
think we should give Stephen Premel the prize that Stephen Premel has won. What is that prize? Let's see. I'm hearing word that we have the prize prepared. That is your prize, Stephen Premel. I hope you liked it.
Congratulations.
And here's the prize for everyone watching at home. It is FluTwo. Look at FluTwo, the basic Pokemon. Length.
Dimension Veil? What?
Yeah, length, infinite, weight, infinite. Hat. He always, sometimes, never has a hat at all times. I love that. Pierce dimensional veil. Flip a coin. All third dimensional beings explode. If tails, all third dimensional beings catch fighter. No weaknesses. No resistance. No retreat cause. I like no retreat cause because you know what I can do.
What? Fluval! Where's Fluval?
I'm back! I'm back.
Oh my god. Fluval.
Where Fluval?
I thought you were gone, Fluval. Oh my god.
Where Fluval?
Oh my god. Are you coming back this time? Fluval?
I'm back! Here I am. I was always here, and I was not.
I thought I lost you, Fluval. Oh my god, I can't listen to
Fluval, don't be like Real God. I am decanted from Real God.
Yes. The grand original DJ. Oh my god.
And
If
also...
I lost another Fluval, I do not think I would.
Wait, if you lost another Fluval?
If I lost you, Fluval.
Oh.
If I lost you, I would.
You third-dimensional beings
be
and your
punished.
silly turns of phrase.
Yes.
But speaking of silly third-dimensional beings, next week you should be sure to be here as we journey to Conspiracy Earth with special guests Clancy Kramer and Eric Germ.
And we will be joined by me favorite, our special correspondent.
Our special correspondent Arthur will also be there.
Intern Arthur from NASA.
Arthur from NASA.
Who you may remember from Parking Lot Earth, which of course was a moon and it surrounded Mall Earth.
Yeah, this time he'll actually
We
presumably
sent him to
be here.
Conspiracy Earth.
Yeah, he's been sent to Conspiracy Earth. Who knows
Yeah.
what surprises will lie in state.
Right.
Lie in wait as we follow the money. Well, he never got to Mall Earth.
No,
He was
never got to Mall Earth.
Mall Earth was destroyed before he arrived.
Yeah, he was in the shuttle, and then he got to, like, ride the galactic waves for a while, and it shut down the ship, and then everyone on the ship had to eat each other, and he was
Yeah.
the last man standing, and then we rescued him.
And then we rescued him because he had suffered the best amount. What Earth was just destroyed?
What Earth was just destroyed?
It was a back flag beaver Earth.
Yes.
The Earth where all flags have beavers on the back.
Yep. They're just really into that. Otherwise,
wait.
just like every other Earth.
Stephen Premel's saying it's God Earth, which is where they're
too.
from. So, one sec. Okay, that was God Earth.
Yeah.
But thank you all
Now
so
they're both
much
destroyed.
for joining us. You got 2 Earths destroyed for the price of 1 this week on Grand Trivia, and be sure to join us next week when we see how deep the rabbit hole goes on Conspiracy Earth.
Oh, the fifth dimension. How do I begin to explain this to someone who is so puny? Ha 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 ha. Unlike Fluval, of all the dimensions. Here he comes, swimming closer than farther away.